I brought my agent to my show at the main room.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
I bought my dick off.
Farting in regular yoga class, fine. Farting in hot yoga is...
First of all, just want to touch on that. Not fine to fart in regular yoga class. Do you know how many shows I've done with people I didn't want to fucking see? I don't. A million?
All of my bridesmaids are wearing potato sacks. I don't give a fuck.
I wish I was worse when I drank, so I'd stop.
Boy, the dicks I've sucked for literally nothing. Here we go again. Welcome to Slobs!
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Slobs. We have Justin Martindale today.
Hello.
The incredible from the... Also, I'm laughing because I think we did like 3 episodes ago made fun of people with Looney Tunes on their shirts.
Oh, did you?
I introduced you way too fast. I'm so excited that you're here.
Get
I love
into
you
it.
so much. You are so funny.
Thanks.
I love watching your stand-up. My boyfriend loves you. We're huge fans, and I just was excited.
Yeah.
And your podcast
And I said
is
your name
amazing.
immediately.
Yeah, no, we really
That's not
got
how you
into it.
introduce someone.
No.
You say things about them. Their name is the last part of the introduction. This is amateur
You're
hour.
fired from hosting. You'll never be a host again.
Welcome to Justin Martindale.
You guys know him from his podcast, Just Saying. You've probably seen him on Juicy Scoop. He's an incredible stand-up comedian. I don't know.
That's how you do an intro.
He's got a special coming
Minus the
eventually.
fucking, I don't
John?
know.
Yeah.
All right. Where's the special, John? Okay. We cut that. Can we cut that?
Can we cut just
editing.
this first part and then just start over? Justin Martindale is here
What
today.
if we did this for 45 minutes?
Oh, this
We
is great.
could.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm great. You know, I'm getting ready for this Thanksgiving holiday.
Do you go home for the holiday?
What is home?
Okay.
You tell us. That was going to be our next question.
Somebody came out to a conservative family. Okay.
No, I mean I'll be here.
will?
Yeah.
By the way, I'm doing a Friendsgiving. Do you want? Okay.
I think everyone's doing a
Tonight.
Friendsgiving.
I know. It's.
I'm not. I'm going to be with a family.
You are? See, I'm not a big
My boyfriend
family.
has a family.
Your boyfriend
That's
has a
such a
family?
comedian thing. Not mine.
Yeah. I'm not like a big Thanksgiving family person.
No, it's.
Is that weird?
I go to Wisconsin to see my family for Christmas, and 2 plane tickets in 2 months is...
It's a lot. That's why. I'm like,
lot.
pick a holiday.
Yep.
You either get me for turkey or
And
you
they
get me
get
for
Christmas.
turkey again.
That's
Maybe
right.
some ham or something.
Christmas ham. Don't get me started.
My-
I love ham. You don't like ham?
The most Wisconsin.
Do you like
spinach.
ham?
Tell me
but
why.
see, you're Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's like ham. Ham and...
We look like ham. Ham is not specifically Wisconsin food, but
yeah.
You come from a long line of ham.
but I do
eating
love it.
people.
So who knows?
Like a honey glazed or like a...
honey baked.
Honey baked, yeah.
Not honey baked anymore. Now we do unsweetened for all LB.
Oh, you've ruined ham.
Is it
for
just-
your family?
I've ruined a lot of things for my family.
Is it just
Can I
boiled
just
ham?
Take this little piece of lint off your eyelash,
Yeah, no,
lest
but
it go into your eye.
Actually, I put that there on purpose. It's part of my look. I wanted to distract
Part of
from
your
my
falsies.
hair
Lots of
that
people are doing.
That wasn't lint. That was the first snowflake.
It was actually the longest piece of lint I may have ever seen. It was an inch-long strand of lint.
And it's appropriate that it's on you.
I mean, I am a human ball of lint. This is actually, I'm bald. This is just lint.
Welcome to Slobs.
Move over.
Grooming each other
Dolly
I
Parton.
love this
like
volume, though.
chimpanzees.
It's just, I just got a lot of hair, and if I
Piece of
don't, I'm
lint
now
right
attracting lint
here.
in the air.
Gonna
This
take
is fucked
this
up.
out of the air.
I have thick,
here.
mixed people's hair, according to several hairdressers.
Can I touch it?
I don't know. No, go ahead. How's that? Thick, huh?
That is
Careful.
coarse.
It's a coarse weave.
Yes. What if it wasn't?
It's beautiful.
This is
and
all
I'm
real.
endlessly
is
jealous
mine.
of it.
Everyone, like, people were like, "Can I touch your hair?" And I'm like, "No, mind you, I'm getting it all cut tomorrow."
I mean,
it's
have-
a little too
love
like
your hair.
It's doing like this like sad orca fin, like a contained
Like a
whale.
a
You know what I
depressed
mean?
Shamu.
Yeah, it's like where
When
the
it starts to
fin's
wilt.
just like, and they're like, "We'll just keep it here till it dies."
You have iconic hair. I'm so.
Thanks.
I'm on this like kick lately of being like weird. Like obviously I appreciate good hair, but I have this other weird envy of comedians who have a hair that's like a look. Like when I picture you or Steph, I like picture your hair. And I think it's because I'm not just your hair, but I can picture you perfectly. Like I'm like,
this is new. What did you think this time last year? I didn't have this hair.
what did you have? Was it an inch
She didn't even
longer?
know you.
Oh, well, I guess I have had short hair the whole time we've been doing.
Yeah, I was like, I know at some point you have long hair, and I see pictures, and I go,
new to me.
that doesn't seem like you.
I think it was because you and I became close during COVID, where we didn't like see each other really.
That's true. And also what's going on is I'm trying to get.
And I had long hair.
You did. I love long hair. I like having long hair, but I'm trying to get merch where it's like me. Like if you look at it, it's a shirt and you're like, there she is. And I've realized I feel like I don't know what I look like. And I think maybe that's insane.
I'm sorry, but it would be a big mouth and then like 2 long infinity strands of yellow hair.
I have a big mouth? Or do I just have like a big mouth like I talk too much?
I don't mean it bad, but if I were to caricaturize you,
I think I have a small mouth, big teeth.
like a
you have
Six
a big,
Flags
beautiful
cartoon.
smile.
Yeah. Speaking of Six Flags,
Speaking of,
which by the way, this
Justin's
is
wearing
not
all of
like I did not get this at an amusement park. I did not get it.
For those of you
that's
who
the
are
high fashion way to do
It's
Looney
high
Tunes.
fashion
who
Looney
are
Tunes.
listening, we're looking at a 7-foot tall man in a black hoodie that has Tweety Bird, Bugs Bunny, Sylvester.
The most beautiful
Roadrunner.
Hollywood elite
Roadrunner,
gay man trying to be like,
the
I'm just
alien.
like the rest of you.
Excuse me, Daffy Duck, Wile E. Coyote.
It's
And
got
now I'm finished.
Yeah.
it's got Steph on the front because she said somebody used to call her Marvin the Martian.
By
We
the
have no
way,
idea
my
why.
sister texted me just now to let me know that Steph Tolev is her favorite comedian.
Oh wow,
Hurtful.
that's going to be a weird
Not that
Thanksgiving.
anybody asked.
I'm pretty sure Steph Tolev is also my boyfriend's favorite comedian. He saw her before we'd ever met, followed her on Instagram, and then like second, third date, he was like, hey, I don't want to jump the gun on following you on Instagram, but I just saw a clip of you and Steph. And then he's like, were you on her podcast? I was like, that's our podcast.
That's so funny.
You son of a bitch.
Well, now you know who to throw the ham at this Thanksgiving.
I would never throw the ham.
Oh, you
gonna
wouldn't?
waste
Got
Oh.
our
Good ham.
customs all wrong. You've got a lot to learn about Wisconsin, Justin.
I guess I'm Wisconsin
Throw the
phobic.
ham. Everyone would gasp in unison, and I would be removed from the house.
I would love to see someone's face just get smacked with a flat of ham, though.
I just
yeah.
pictured a ham falling, and in my mind, it was in slow motion, and it was like a.
No.
I just want one slice to like slide off your least favorite aunt or uncle's face. Just,
Oh man, I could go for a slice of ham.
oh my God.
God.
I'm hungry.
Oh. But
Dying.
but wait, aren't you vegan or no? No? No, you just don't have sugar or
Flour.
flour. That's what it was.
Do you have any diet things? Do you ruin Thanksgivings?
I'll eat anything. Honestly.
Everyone is
Hello.
welcome to eat whatever they want.
Yeah.
I simply can't eat all of the things that other people want.
Sure, alone.
I
in their
can't eat
apartments.
most of the things that I want.
But see, like
Are you talking about the rapper on the phone yesterday? Because that was excessive.
Oh, she got mad at me because I had earbuds in.
I
was
didn't
playing
get
with the
mad.
rapper.
I didn't get mad.
She's getting mad now.
I
She'll say
simply
this isn't mad.
Well, I'm reliving it.
She's having a flashback.
I asked you to stop with the rapper. You said okay. You continued with the rapper. I asked you later on the call to stop with the rapper again. You continued with the rapper. I asked a third time and told you I didn't trust you. Don't raise your hand while I'm talking.
Let me ask you, Justin, as an outside person, whose issue do you think this is?
It's obviously mine and I own it, but that doesn't mean it's not real or valid.
What's the
I
rapper?
know.
Is it a candy
I
rapper
have
or
a-
like a hip hop rapper?
It's a
It was
candy
a
rapper.
I was jerking off.
Crinkling it. It
the
sounded like she was
baby.
crinkling it into the phone. I'm very audio sensitive. I have earplugs with me now.
For the record, I was not crinkling it into the phone. I was folding it on the table in front of me
Why?
because it was there. How come it's okay for you to have audio sensitivities and it's not okay for me to need to stim for my ADHD?
Can you stim with something more quiet? You're not stimming with a rapper now.
I don't have a rapper. I'm panicking and now I'm yelling.
We need to.
This is about neurodivergence.
This is okay. She's okay the way she is, and I'm okay the way I am.
I'm not
But sometimes we're gonna. It's gonna be a little frictitious. Okay.
Glad you joined us for us to argue about the rapper we
I know
argued
this
about
is fun. Where does it
yesterday.
go from here?
Okay. Here's how I feel. If you have super crazy dietary restrictions, not you specifically, talking vegans at Thanksgiving,
Felt like it was about me.
I feel like a big family gathering where there's a, especially if they're
An emphysemic cough.
Yes. cough on your oldest grandma. Get them out of here. They're going to vote poorly. Does anyone want to bring me to their Thanksgiving so I can hurt your family deeply from the inside? God, I sound like my mother. I feel like bring your own dish.
Bring your own
Is that
dish?
rude of me?
No. Why would it be rude?
Not at all.
If you're like, I have a lot of food restrictions, cool. Hopefully we have something. Bring your own.
100%.
Okay.
My dietary restrictions are my responsibility. It's my job to make sure that there's food that I can eat. It's not other people's job to cook according to my weird, impossible shit that took me a long time to get the hang of.
So let me ask you this, and this is me projecting people in my own family. Is the sugar-free ham at Christmas now your family being martyrs and going, well, we made a sugar-free ham?
My sister is like, what do you want? I want to accommodate it. And they accommodate me in a way that is over the top and completely unexpected. And that honestly moved me to tears the first Christmas that I went there with my Overeaters Anonymous diet, because I really didn't expect it. And they really go above and beyond to make sure that there's stuff that I can eat with
We have
every meal.
opposite families. I just give up on
But
whatever.
my first move, any new city I'm in, for work, for fun, for
Find
whatever, I go to a fucking grocery store and I get myself little brown rice packets or a thing of oats or some nut butter. I get food that I can eat so that I'm not going to be sitting there starving and bitching, and I'll be able to enjoy my family and enjoy my holiday.
My family won't even let me go, oh, no, thank you. I don't eat gluten. Like, without going, what is this, some gay California hippie?
You know what?
You too good for rolls?
They get to do that too. My mom has made some comments, and that's fine. She can make comments and I can completely absorb them.
Yeah, and be hurt for
and
years.
be changed by those.
And be like, you're right, I'll eat a whole pie in front of you to prove my loyalty to the family. That's my move.
Well,
is
that's
such a
just
people
exactly
pleaser.
it. Is people are coming from their own place, and it has nothing to really do with me.
Anyways, remember when we had a guest on the show who we've abandoned him?
I'm just like listening. I'm now
What's
questioning.
your family like? Tell us about your Thanksgiving plans.
My Thanksgiving, I'm just gonna be here with my boyfriend, and we're just gonna
love your boyfriend.
I think we're gonna just like do like a brunch, just the two of us. So just breakfast.
Yeah.
Just another Thursday.
Just another Thursday, and we're gonna wake up and we're gonna watch the parade and we're gonna watch the dog show, and then we're gonna go
puppy bowl?
the puppy bowl, the Westminster Dog Show or whatever. Yeah, and then we're gonna go to one of his friends' houses for like dinner. Easy. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be people you like.
Yeah.
Like, it's also the fact that it's like Thanksgiving and the whole thing is supposed to be, commercially rooted around like, what are we thankful for? And people still force themselves to go be with people who screw up their mental health, who make them crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's never not a fight at a family gathering for mine. It's like, why are we doing this?
I know.
Last Thanksgiving, Dave and I were in Canada for my shows, and we got a rotisserie chicken, some mashed potatoes, a couple apples. He's gluten-free also, and we just had a nice meal and had a lovely time.
Has he always been gluten-free, or did he go, well, you're gluten-free, I'll be gluten-free, it's easier?
He was gluten-free before he met me. He gets gluten is bad for him.
Oh, yeah? He gets like sick celiac.
Well, it's not really mine to say
Okay.
what happens when he has gluten.
Oh
Gluten hurts my
no.
tummy.
But it affects him.
Yeah. See, I'm like for Thanksgiving, I'm just a very like one plate and I'm good.
See, I think...
I can't do there's nothing that makes me panic more than the thought of if if there was a challenge you have this is your task, and if you don't complete it, you're gonna like go home and you're not gonna win the $50,000. Like, say if it was like a competition and someone was like, okay, Justin, you have to cook a Thanksgiving turkey.
No.
I'd be like my confessional would be like, fuck. Like I would
Yeah, that's your reality show.
There's nothing that terrifies me more because just setting the oven and then basting it but it has to be like from scratch, like turkey neck, innards, all that shit. I'm like, I don't want to do
Pulling out
that.
the gizzards. It's also so many of those when you get them now.
Setting them in a cat dish, your cat doesn't even want to.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah. It's true. She's
you're
right.
like, I didn't even own a cat, and now cats have come to eat these gizzards. Also, a lot of times they're in a bag, and I have been obsessing for the last week thinking about that, going, whose job?
Whose pantyhose are these?
Who's putting the gizzards in a bag as a profession?
Thank you. I was really pleased with that.
Grandma.
Grandma.
It's just so like frustrating. I couldn't do it. And just like, and then you have your turkey and then there's 20 more pounds of bird left over for, I'm like,
for dry
no.
sandwiches.
For dry sandwiches.
Yeah, and then people convince themselves, they're like, that's my favorite part.
No.
The leftover.
No.
I liked
Turkey is dry. I eat ground turkey, but like, and I mean, I guess I'll fuck with like the dark meat, but turkey just, it's not a moist meat.
My stepdad likes to make a post-Thanksgiving stew that he talks about it like he's Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, dinner's over, but tomorrow when I put the turkey pieces, and he just throws everything in there.
Like, hey, I hate to tell you
it's not
this,
a recipe that
anyone can make stew. It's truly just putting food in a pot and adding some water.
Yeah, it's trash water.
It's also like, what are you doing putting sweet potatoes and green bean
compost.
casserole in a bucket and being like, we're going to live off of
Well,
this.
now you have my attention. That sounds delicious.
I know. I love a stew now that you mentioned it.
In the wintertime, and the weather just changed here, and all I want to eat is soup.
Yeah.
It's just...
I'm the same way.
I need to order. I realized I don't have good soup bowls, which is I feels like an old lady problem. But I went to make soup and I'm like, what am I supposed to put it in a regular bowl? I need one of those like big cavernous. I want to be a basic bitch who's like, stew.
Yeah.
I
Just
have
a
a
stew
very
girl.
much favorite bowl, and it's just like a big bowl. I actually think it's a little mixing bowl, but I can mix stuff up together in it without it flying out of the bowl.
See, I have a crock pot. You heard me.
I have an instant pot.
I love it.
I am a crock pot.
I opened my cabinets and I saw my crock pot and I was like, it is almost time. Like, I'm ready. I love making like a. Are we just doing recipes now?
We are. Welcome back to Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I love a good like chicken tortilla soup.
This is
I
making
find
me
that any
realize.
given moment on this podcast, if I zoom out and think about what we're talking about, it never goes well. I'm never like, oh, good.
That's the big. You got to stay in it. You got to be present. This is making me realize, actually, I no longer have a crock pot, and where did it go?
I have a little crock pot that looked a lot bigger online.
Is it one of those, like, it's a cup?
That
It's
sounds like a
useless.
personal problem.
It's like a meal.
Yeah, I want a crock pot. Like, if I'm going to have a crock pot, I want an unnecessarily large crock pot.
Yeah, you want a big one.
I don't have a family, but I'm
You
like,
want to be able to make meals for the week.
I need bone broth.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think I'll start. I made bone broth once, and I was like, I'm going to be a bone broth person.
If
Like,
I got $1 for every time Steve Fury offered me bone broth, I would be a millionaire right now.
so weird, but
People
tracks.
get so into it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you hear the words that you're saying to
Of
me?
course, the guy whose closing bit is about soup is loosely offering people bone broth. It's
I'm
so
like,
good
have
for
you heard the other answers I've given you? Have you heard what I've said the other times you've asked?
Steve Fury, if you're watching this, you're not. I
not.
would love some bone broth.
Give it to her. Leave me
This is bone
alone.
broth right now.
What we're trying to say is we all have big crock energy, and that's
I have a nice tight crock pot. It's like tight and wet.
I got a big old crock pot.
Let me get in there.
Good God. Are you guys still talking about soup?
Do have
Yes.
a tight crock pot. and
Look, I
it's
got a sweet potato bisque that's
mistake.
out of this world, but we can move on from there.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh my
okay.
God, I would kill for that recipe.
Oh my God, see?
A sweet potato soup?
It's a
Sweet
bisque.
potato bisque. That means there's cream.
We're becoming that sketch on SNL
Yeah,
of the
the, like,
NPR.
yeah.
The sweaty nut.
Yeah.
I just love to put my mouth around them.
I'm still thinking about this bisque. I mean, can you give us the rundown?
It's a bunch of sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
You cut them up.
Okay, sure.
Man, I can't. I know it's been so long.
I'll tell you what I do.
You boil them, and then you put them in a blender, add cream.
A little bit of bacon.
You know
Ooh,
what my
bacon.
dishes that I like to do is
There's something
a
else.
pumpkin chicken tortilla stew.
Okay.
Thank you for saying okay and
Yeah.
not saying that it's gross, because it's fucking not gross.
It's not gross.
very good.
Those
Pumpkin
are
and
interesting
chicken, that's a lot of-
flavors.
Can of pumpkin puree, put it in a pot, let it start the conversation.
Yeah.
See what happens. Add some corn if that
This
that
is such
suits
a
you.
Thanksgiving
You want to
episode.
do
It
a
has to
can
be
of
a Thanksgiving
tomatoes?
episode.
Put it in.
Yeah. Do y'all drink? You drink, right?
I don't.
You
She's
don't
sober.
drink?
I drank.
You drink. See, that's what I've been like watching. Like my algorithm now is just like
Fun drinks.
holiday cocktails, and
She
I'm like,
drinks,
oh God.
but maybe cut the alcohol in half. You don't. I mean, you're 4'11". Let's call it spade a spade here. You can't hold a
Okay,
whole
but
lot.
my favorite thing to do during the holidays, and it's actually problematic because I can't hold a lot, and then I'm trying to give it to everybody. I make 2 different types of moonshine. I make pumpkin pie.
Oh my God.
Pumpkin pie moonshine.
It's the best thing ever. You don't
Wait.
taste the alcohol at all. It's one of those drinks that you're like, sip that.
I might relapse for that. I might throw away 9 years of hard work on myself.
Don't. You're doing great.
And I do a really great apple pie one. And then one year, and I just need to give a blanket apology to anyone who I gifted this to after you had my pumpkin pie or apple pie. And then I really got like ahead of myself and thought I could do a chocolate, man.
Oh my
And it was
God.
pure gasoline.
Like, would you please stop giving us pie-themed moonshines? We're still vomiting from Halloween.
I'm sorry. Chocolate mint moonshine.
Sounds great to
So
me.
I tried to like, okay, I'm gonna make my own recipe, and I think maybe it can be done.
Yeah.
But not by you.
But what a hustle I pulled on the people who had the other ones and then drank this, and they were like, it burned my nose hairs out of my face.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. And we're back from the break.
We're back. I've had a bucket of moonshine. Let's see how this
My
goes.
mom makes moonshine.
She does. You're from Texas, right? I love this.
I really want to know everything about
Does she
your
go
family.
pure? Does she do
Anything you're
flavors?
available to tell.
This what?
Does she do flavors?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just like prison wine or like I don't know if it's just gasoline or if she just like ferments peaches in the sun.
Sure, she
in
makes
a Ziploc
moonshine,
bag.
but can she do a peach cobbler moonshine?
I don't
'Cause
know,
this
but that's
one
a
can.
good one.
I'm gonna do that one. Let me ask you, in
Yeah.
your algorithm, we talked about it before the break. Is there like a drink you have your eye on making that you're excited about?
I am in like a really, you know what? I'm into gin cocktails right now.
Of course you are.
Do you know how mad?
Tangeray.
No, I love it's the what's it called? There's a purple one. It's called like Empress Gin. It's like an indigo colored.
Of course. The gayest gin on earth.
Yes, I was like, I like Empress Gin.
I, for a very long time, drank gin and tonics, and you cannot imagine the horror on my face when I found out that tonic, which tastes like shit,
Yeah, tonic's
fattening.
gross.
as much sugar in it as a Sprite,
Yeah.
a Coke, any other kind of soda. I had been drinking these double gin and tonics.
I was a vodka tonic.
Everywhere you turned, I had a double gin and tonic in my hand.
I went from, what was your 20s?
And then I found out I was
was-
drinking like 6,000 calories of alcohol a night.
yeah.
Did you guys go through phases of drinks?
Oh yeah. I go through them all the time.
Yes, in the same night.
It's the peppermint bark and gin.
No, I feel like in my 20s was probably. I did gin and tonics, but it wasn't like if I did Jack and Cokes.
Oh, I was
Jack and
Coke.
soda.
I got really into Jack and Diet Rockstar, and I would call it I would call it Rocket Fuel. This was in
Yeah.
college. Because I would just,
That will light you the fuck up. Some of the wildest nights of my life were on the combination of taurine and
like an energy
alcohol.
drink and alcohol. I woke up on
Oh
a,
yes, those will. Yes,
you
for
will
sure.
make decisions that
For
you would
sure.
never have considered.
I once woke up on the pool table of a dive bar at 11 a.m. with someone else's shirt on.
Wow.
Closed out. No one was there. Just me.
Whoa. How did they lock up? How did you get out?
Yeah, no, I was walking out a side door and there was a cook coming in and he looked at me and I was like, the plumbing is good. I just kept going. I was like, what happened? And my truck was parked in the parking lot. But the crazy thing is I didn't start the night at that dive bar.
That's not the crazy thing.
Well, no.
That's no surprise at all.
I started at an apartment party like 3 miles away.
Oh my God.
College was crazy. There's a bar called The Greenery. They used to do keg races on like Tuesday nights. Like you and a group of friends would pay some amount of money and every like group, it was like bar trivia, but instead of getting the most questions right, it was who could finish the keg first. Insane. And there was another bar on Wednesdays that did $6 pitchers of liquor, which in theory, we get a pitcher of something we all like. We'll pour glasses. No, everyone got a pitcher, put a straw in the pitcher, and you're just walking around with a pitcher of sex on the beach, blacking out, getting fingered by a frat guy in the bathroom.
Where is this?
Tampa, Florida. Go Bulls, USF. Yeah, it's. Did you go to college?
Oh yeah, but I didn't do like. I mean, we had like crazy parties, but it wasn't. Well, no, I take it back. We did like Jaeger and what was we
Jaeger
drank
Red
like
Bull?
Goldschlager.
Oh, did you ever do French ticklers, Goldschlager and Grand Marnier?
No, that sounds awful.
Disgusting.
I don't even know. I think it was just like back in school. You're just kind of like
It's got gold in it.
it's got gold in it. Yes, that's
Meanwhile,
exactly.
you're living off ramen noodles.
Exactly.
You're like drinking gold flakes.
Yeah, I can't spend any more money on booze, but this has gold in it.
Your shit is worth more than your apartment.
Oh God, I don't miss this. I'm trying to think if I had any. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think if I had any like wake up in the morning stories.
Oh, I have more than enough for both of us.
Really?
I was banned from the parties of several different fraternities because I could not keep my shit even remotely together. I would like show up drunk and then black
At the
out.
party.
Yeah, be laid out on the floor. I mean, I just was a liability, vomiting everywhere. I mean, just a liability.
Good Lord. I was like a mascot for the fraternities. People were
no, I
like,
had a
we're having a
problem.
party. Can you be there? There's a fraternity on the campus of USF that for the first 2 years didn't know my name. They just called me Beer Bong Girl. I would show up. I made my own beer bong and I would show up with this like beer bong and be like, fill it up. I would do like 7 cans of Natty Light at once and just fucking throw them back. Immediately blacked out because I have no business having 7 Natty Lights over the course of an entire night.
Yeah, no
let
shit.
alone at once.
The course of a week.
I could never beer bong.
What? You just got to open the throat.
No, I can't. It's terrifying.
I think you can. I want to get a beer bong and make you do it.
I tried. I remember doing like spring break and doing like a beer bong, and it was just that's I think when people were like,
You just got to open the throat.
you got to open up your throat. That just sounds gross. Oh,
It's
bro,
so
you got
funny
to
'cause
open
it,
up your
like-
throat.
Yeah, I was
like, what are these
disgusting.
feelings?
Really
Yeah.
defies your anatomy. That's like a real mind over matter
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like. I mean, it's
Like your
embarrassing
uvula
now.
just
is
tunnel
there
it
to
back.
be like,
But
no.
it was like my gross party trick, like how there's women in Thailand who shoot ping pong balls out of their pussy. I was like, watch this. It was a hey y'all watch this, where I would just you hold it, you go down, you trust the process, you lean your head back, and it goes down pretty smooth if you just trust it. Were you one of those people who tried it and went
Yes.
and it goes everywhere?
Yeah.
My
It was just
party
not cute.
trick was I would appear unconscious, but I would be able to hear. I would be able to hear everything people were saying about me. I just couldn't move because I was so fucked up. It would happen when I would mix weed with alcohol, and I would hear people being like, "Who brought her? I don't know, but we got to get her out of here. I don't know who she is." And I would be.
You could hear them,
I
but
could
your
hear
body
it,
was
but I
dead.
couldn't
You were like
do
in a
anything.
coma.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's not passed out, just full comatose.
that's right.
I would also
Do you think kids are getting fucked up like we got fucked
No,
up?
not a chance. Of course they are. What
You
are you
think
talking
so?
about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder because there's like more access to maybe there's not more access to other drugs. It just in my mind there is. I don't know.
Well,
'cause
there's certainly the same access to the same drugs.
I know,
I
but
mean,
like
what
with-
I'm talking about is like weed and beer. Like,
yeah,
they
but
still
people are
have that.
So in my mind, people are so in their screens. Like that's kids are growing up like this, and I'm like, are they extroverted? Are they partying, or is it like I take a picture with a champagne?
You know what I saw? This is pivoting a little bit, but what you just said made me think of it. Dave and I went to see Smile, which is a horror movie. We both loved it.
I hate horror movies.
There was a family of 3 parents and a girl, maybe 13 years old. She was on her fucking phone.
Oh, I would have lost it.
We moved because we were the only people there. And so I was like, Dave, let's just go up, So we moved so it didn't, but it was because for the first half hour of the movie or whatever, she was on her phone. I'm like, spoiler alert, if watching a woman cut her own head off is not enough stimulation for your daughter's brain, she's got a fucking problem.
She's a serial killer.
This kid doesn't need to be eating pizza and candy and popcorn and soda and watching someone cut her head off and scrolling through Instagram at the same time. That's what was happening. I looked at the phone. It wasn't even like purposeful texting.
Yeah.
Not that would be appropriate in a movie, but it's just taking it. I'm like, that is too much stimulation for any person, let alone for someone with a developing brain. Don't come crying to me when your kid has ADHD and depression.
Can I offer?
They won't. They don't know me, but
a potential devil's advocate.
Oh, shut up.
No.
Her parents made her go to the movie.
No.
She hates horror movies.
No.
And she's trying not to pay attention.
No.
Why
then
would
you
they
wait
do
in the
that?
hallway.
So you guys were never dragged anywhere by your parents?
Either way, they're shitty parents.
Yeah.
That doesn't make them good
but
parents.
But that's not her fault.
It's her fault because she needs to learn etiquette. And the etiquette of the theater is put your phone away, turn your phone off. I'm on airplane mode right now for this podcast.
I honestly feel bad calling anybody a shitty parent because I've just never fucking done it. But
no, it needs to be done
that
more.
shit
This
is
whole
bad
you've never
for your
done
kid.
This fucking you don't have kids. You don't know how hard it is. Why do you think I don't have fucking kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
it's
like
hard.
happiness.
Yes, people make mistakes. Yes, you shouldn't jump the gun and call someone
Watch
a
that
shitty
lady
parent.
cut her head off, you little brat.
Well, the thing is, like, those aren't the parents teaching their kid etiquette. They're bringing her to smile at 13.
Right.
I have a story, if you want to hear one, about
course.
this exact same scenario. I think I've told it a couple times on several podcasts, so I'm going to do it on yours.
This is an exclusive.
Not really, but I went to, it was one of the Purge movies.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something to do with horror
Was it the
films.
election one?
Yes, it was,
I saw that
actually.
in the
I like
theater.
that one.
I did too.
Maybe you were in mine when this happened.
Maybe I was. Was it in Burbank?
It was at the Grove, so no.
No.
But
I was never there.
I didn't go. I was in the theater and we're watching the movie, and all of a sudden this group of people come in and then they sit down, and same scenario, this girl, and you like it's theater seating, so it's like, raised up.
You see everyone in front of you.
So you can see over into the crowd, right? And this girl just has her phone out, full brightness.
I hate.
At least
Put it
turn the
on
brightness
dim.
down.
Full brightness, and is doing the same thing, just scrolling, to the point where people in the audience are like, "Put your phone away."
People just
Nope.
started screaming.
She's still going. It's like, phone. Still scrolling. I'm boiling. And I'm like, and I looked over I was on a date as well, which.
Was it a
ended.
first date that you're like,
I don't think it was a first date, but it was just
We're
like
like, this
around that same time where I'm like, you're going to get to know me
you're
really
going to
quick.
see who I really am?
Yeah. And so I'm just like, and especially it's like during the purge. So I'm just like, it's my time to purge,
You're inspired. You're like, this is
What did
it.
you do?
So I was like, I have to do something. So I get up, I walk over to the girl, and I did like a nice lunge. Like I lunged right in her seat. So she's on her phone, and all of a sudden this scary man comes over, and I go, get the fuck off your phone. We're in the fucking movies. What's wrong with you? And she goes, and I swear to God, she looked at me and made this sound. Not even joking. That I heard it. It sticks with me for life.
Do it again. She became the grudge in the purge.
She was just, I'm sorry. And she turned off her phone. And then it gets better. I turn around to go back.
Thunderous applause.
There is a thunderous applause from the theater.
Yes.
They all clap. I get back to my seat and I'm just like, okay, we're good. They end up getting up like before the end of the movie because
course.
God forbid we watch the end of the film. They
Right.
get up and they walk out, and then the movie ends, lights come up, and people are like, hey, thanks for doing that. Thank you so much. And I'm like, you're welcome. And then we walk out, and all of a sudden we see paparazzi outside, and paparazzi's
Oh my
like,
God.
shh. And I'm walking by, and the guy on my date was like, that's the girl you yelled at. And I'm like, who is it? It was Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh my God.
The actress, not a person, a girl who makes movies, watching a movie, not watching it,
So
scrolling on her
fucking
phone,
rude.
ruining this film for theater goers. And she was dating Brooklyn Beckham at the time, Victoria Beckham's son. And so like they all like left. And
Hilarious.
TMZ, and I wasn't done yet. So I made sure to follow her out to the car. And TMZ was like,
God, I
how
love
was
you.
the movie, Chloe? I was like, she was a terrible audience member. Like, I was just trolling her all the way to her car to the point where I wasn't done yet. I had to tweet at her and be like, if you're an actress and we're spending money, like, I'm going to go to one of your movies and be on my phone the whole time. She blocked me. But I also wasn't done yet because I was even more pissed off. So then I tweeted Posh Spice Victoria Beckham and said, your son is dating a horrible person.
That's so funny.
Hashtag spice up your life or whatever. And
LA that 3 celebrities got in a fight at the movie theater.
That's so
and
funny.
then Posh did not block me, and they're not together anymore. Now he's married or whatever. But I was livid. Still to this day, can't get over it.
I like to think
love
that-
that story. You should tell that on every podcast
Yeah.
you're on. Chloe Grace Moretz, I will say, is the star of a new show called The Peripheral.
I can't wait to watch it on my phone.
It is so fucking good. That's all.
I will not be watching it. Is it scary?
No,
Oh,
it's interesting.
then I might watch it.
Oh, I was livid.
I like to think that Victoria Beckham was like, Brooklyn, your girlfriend is embarrassing our family.
Yeah.
She's got to go.
She's not coming to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Full circle. Look
I
at
don't think
that.
they have Thanksgiving in the UK.
Or in Posh Spices. I don't think there's a big meal holiday.
No, it's
in
literally
Victoria
like
Beckham's
3
house.
peas
That's
and
really
marshmallows.
disappointing.
That's
I think it is such an addiction. And I've been keeping my phone in my bedroom, like as if it's a landline, and I'll use it, but I go in there and I do what I intended to do on it. And then I leave the room and go about my day. I'm not on it for the first hour or the last hour of my day. And
I want to, but I am addicted.
it's just better.
It is. And I've gotten to the point now where I'm like putting on the do not disturb
I have the
just
do not
like
disturb
leave
on
me
at all
alone.
times so that when people call, they know that I didn't see it, so that it doesn't ring through and I don't feel that pressure. And they're not like, oh, she ignored it, which I have every right to do.
Right.
But I put on focus more because I feel the obligation if something comes in and I see it, I have to answer it now.
Exactly.
And I don't have to.
You
but
don't.
No.
I have this like instant thing, but then my fear with do not disturb and someone calling is that they'll go, did she block me? Which is crazy.
I will double call you if I really want to talk to you because
Exactly.
Through,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, because it breaks through. And I tell Dave to do that too. I'm like, I'll turn on my ringer, double call, and I'll hear it ringing in the other room as you would a landline.
Yeah.
And
You
I'll
have
go
the
answer
ringer
it.
on.
I think that's what I'm thankful
I have the ringer
for.
on for when people double call.
I want to know what you're thankful for.
For the do not disturb
Yes.
feature on my phone.
don't
It's
know.
a lot. It's a lot. And I was the same way. Like I would just be in my phone and then all of a sudden I'm like looking up and I'm like, oh, the sun's set.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I
Yeah.
guess I have to go to work now. It was like, what?
I got really depressed. I was like going through that really bad depression. And then I was like, I'm going to do everything that I know is good for you and nothing that I know is bad for you. Like I'm going to do everything I can to make this better.
All the things they say.
And nothing to make this worse.
That's
And
my
that
favorite
means
tattoo song,
Getting the
by the
fuck
way.
off my phone.
Yeah.
And so I did, and I feel better. But I also did all of the other things. I've been meditating every day, and
I need to get into that. I'm going to do that. That's my New
doing
Year's
other shit,
resolution. I think.
Meditating?
Yeah.
I'll meditate with you. We can do
Exercise,
meditation check-in buddies. Did you
think-
meditate today?
No.
I did.
No.
I did. Well, I don't.
I'm saying we could do that
I think I would. I really want to get into that, and then.
because I need to be better.
But I also think social media is going to change in the next year or so.
Do you have some sort of inside scoop? You said that in a way that's
What
like,
do you think's going
I
to
have
happen?
a friend. No, I think people are just kind of like getting
out.
over it. It's
Yeah.
like, have you seen the app Be Real?
yes.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
it.
I haven't done it yet, but I've been
I learned
roped
of
into
it
someone's
from Grace.
It's like a new app that like people are. I don't even know how like I was introduced to it, but like
Audrey
it's
Stewart.
cute. It's fun. Because it'll literally give you like an alert. It might even happen during this podcast. Who knows?
Oh my God.
But it'll say, "Oh wait, I have it on Do Not Disturb." And
I couldn't be real.
I
Yeah.
can't be real, you guys. So maybe it's not good. But like, it's a thing where like, it'll go off and be like, "Okay, take a picture of whatever you're doing right
it's a
now."
different time of day.
Different time of day every day, and no filters. No songs, no
what
anything.
you're
It's
doing.
just you, what you're doing.
It's like once
And
an
that's
hour,
it.
right? Take a picture of the front and take a picture
it's
of
once
the
a
back.
day.
It's once
at a
a day,
different
yeah.
time.
It'll
Oh,
just
I
tell
thought it
you
was
like,
once
hey,
an
it's time to
hour.
be real. Take
And
a
is
minute to let everyone know what you're up to. And it's just like,
Yeah.
hey, you're in the moment.
I wouldn't join that with a gun to my head.
Yeah, but here's what's weird because now my thought went like this. I was like, okay, so what if everybody got on this app at the same time and the alert went off at the same time and everyone's in, say, like a store, and then you look around and you see everyone stop and they all take the same picture.
Creepy.
Ew.
Well, it's also, you know,
Right?
there's someone out there who is trying to become
To weaponize that.
Well, they're trying to become a Be Real influencer. So they have like fully staged things with lights and they're waiting
I'm
for
sure.
hours with their butt like.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, really, yeah.
I was just hanging a picture.
Hey
Wow, that's true insanity.
It's becoming like a mental illness, my algorithm.
Oh, it's
It's sluts and puppies.
Yeah, I have
I
noticed
got a lot of
that.
slutty puppies too.
My reels, like I hate that. I don't like Instagram anymore. Like I'll do stories or whatever, but like my hard posts and stuff, I'm like, whatever. If I find something funny, I'll do it. But I'm not like, I need 3 posts a day. Like it's just gross.
I wanna
But
get
also
there.
like the suggested reels just need to get the fuck away. I just want to follow my friends who I want to see pictures of.
It's also so offensive what they think you want to see. that
It's
you're
so
like,
exactly like I was at the airport like last weekend and I'm like in the airport scrolling and it's just dong and I'm like, oh my God, like, and I'm just looking at it. If someone was like sitting behind me, like this guy's watching porn on the plane. I'm like, no, it's just some influencer just bouncing his dong around in his sweatpants.
I'm being
I still
influenced.
find myself like I go on my phone to do whatever, to check a specific thing, and then I'm on my Instagram Discover page, and then it's like my brain clicks and is like, this is addictive, and so
Yes.
then I put it down because
Yeah.
it's like you don't need it.
It's like compulsive that I'll go to it. But then I do have the thing of, but like I need to be doing reels because that's the
No.
comedy
But even
and
like
relevance.
like yesterday, I was on my phone in the first hour because I saw your thing and was like, okay, I have to do this, and so I dealt with the thing and posted the reel.
She was posting a reel for Slobs.
And then I didn't look at it all for the rest of the day. So any nasty comments, any whatever, because we collaborated with the store, and so it's like God knows what people are going to fucking
Oh,
say.
I know.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't see any of that. I mean, I'll look, but I don't think I've had any like. No, I have. I feel like sometimes people, and that's the thing. It's just I don't have time for that troll shit. It's so old.
We get a lot of just like women aren't funny.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't make sense on one of your clips.
yeah.
Well, but I'll get the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or people just being like, all women talk about is sex. And it's like, I could find you more comments of someone saying, oh, women talk about is sex than I could women talking about sex on the internet.
Right.
Because that's how, like, at this point, it's like, okay, but you're hack. So, like, I've infected you. Great.
No, my water. Sorry, water went down the wrong tube.
It really is liquid death.
Yeah, right.
That's the
There we go.
secret,
Okay,
is it
sorry.
just kills you. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and it's also just like trying to have that mindset, even if you are trying to actively build your social media, which it's like put in our heads, at least in my head, of like, it's part of being a comedian or whatever. And I have this like, I'm failing if I don't grow my social media. Like, trying to really fully accept, like, trolls are trolls and they're always going to troll instead of taking it personally.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like I can get one and go, okay, trolls. But then I've had 1 or 2 videos like do really well, but then what comes with all the views is more comments. So it's like, yeah, I can handle one person going like, she's ugly. Reading like 100 comments in a row of like, you're a fat pig. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, they're just trolls and they probably live in
It's all that is, and you just a lot of people say don't look at the comments, and I kind of look at the comments because it makes me laugh because I'm trying to think of like who this person was that had to go out of their day.
Yeah.
Out of their way in a day to
Leave
let
a
me
comment.
know, and I think that's what I was seeing something about. I was looking at some post. I can't remember what it was, but it was about like a murder or something like Hollywood
Something
Unlocked or
horrible?
something. Yeah, something terrible. And like, I was like, oh God, looking through the comments and someone's like, good, or something like that. And I'm like, no one even responded. And I think that's what people want, is they want people to be like, what's wrong with you? They want those replies.
Want attention.
And they want that argument.
Because they have no friends.
Because they have no friends and they're mentally unwell.
I've been, not to be a total asshole.
Go for it.
I've been reading books instead.
This has been really fun.
In the morning.
No, I love a book.
One book.
I just think about like what do I actually want to be doing? I want to do a puzzle. I want to read something. Maybe I want to watch a movie. Maybe I want to watch a fucking show.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better to sit and like watch TV with your whole head.
Yeah.
Than it is for me to like read "Am I the Asshole" posts on Reddit.
Oh yeah, no, watch the show.
Because I find myself, I'm like, oh, I'm in this conflict now.
Yeah,
and I'm somehow emotionally invested. Like it's true. It is doing something in our brains, or we wouldn't be looking at it.
It's making everyone a lot crazier, and obviously we see that like every day. Like you go outside and you just see someone screaming, or you hear these horrible stories of this happened in a Walmart. This I look at those videos, and that's what's crazy too, is now we're like just engaged with people's mental illness, where you could be in public and someone loses their shit and you just pull out your phone and record it
instead of,
and then post that person having a nervous breakdown, and then that person like loses everything, but then you gain followers.
Yeah, and they've
like,
snapped, and that person is probably like, you just caught the worst moment of their life on camera.
Exactly.
And that's not who they are.
No.
But it's, which is most of the clips of me is me having a nervous breakdown. Oh, what's going on? I feel like you're looking over there. Are we?
I feel like it's been 45 minutes.
We're about 13 seconds away. I was going to give you the heads up.
Autism. I'm telling you.
Spectrum Mobile.
You want to talk about someone who doesn't want to spend even one more minute with her friends.
No, we're doing his next.
She's got 45 clockwork. That's what you do as a headliner. She's like, I'm not giving you a fucking one more minute of my time. She knows it in her soul.
I'm trying to save it for his.
I know.
We don't want to get all our talking out right now.
Oh, no.
Listen, really quick before we wrap up, because this is Thanksgiving week coming out. What are you thankful for?
The focus feature on my phone. I don't know. I think I'm really thankful for real, genuine people in my life.
Aww.
Which is very rare.
Oh.
Especially in what we do. And I feel like there is and I'm thankful for the ability to grow.
I love
and
that.
change. Yeah.
Laura?
What are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? I'm not thankful for anything.
Moonshine.
The ability to grow. I'm thankful for, I second what you say, but I want to say something different because you're supposed to say something different. I am grateful for, I'm grateful for being in a place where I trust my decisions, and I feel like I continue to grow, but I've grown in a way that like, I trust my instincts.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think when I was younger, there's a lot of like, maybe I'm crazy. And then you go like, oh, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
And for having amazing friends who are supportive and loving and cheer on my good decisions.
Wow. I love these. I am feeling especially grateful right now for my freedom. Like I didn't have to wake up today and like go to a job I hate.
Yeah.
Just the freedom and the autonomy and like the physical ability. Like I'm able-bodied, and so I get to just like wake up and decide what I want to do that day and then do that.
We're very lucky.
Like really awesome.
And we get to do what we want to do and love.
Yeah.
Which is a blessing. Follow your dreams. Unless you're bad at them, stick in the day job.
Yeah. Or if you want to pass out on a pool table in Tampa.
Hey,
that's
not
your
the first.
journey.
I won't be the last. Where can people follow you?
Follow me at Justin Martindale, and also listen to my podcast, Just Saying, at Comedy Store.
And do you have any dates or anything you want to plug? Are you in town?
No.
All right.
That's actually the freedom right there. I think I'm done till the end of the year.
Oh God, that's so nice.
I think so. I'll be here in LA, but like I don't have any like touring dates or whatever.
Come see Justin at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I'll be at.
And if you want to book me for your club, book me for your club.
Yeah, he's literally one of the funniest comedians working.
Get on that.
Of all time. He's so fucking good. I 1,000% second that, vouch it, whatever. I will be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, December 9th and 10th. And then in the new year, January 12th through 14th, I'm coming back to Dr. Krenz in Grand Rapids. And February 3rd and 4th, I'll be at Madcaps in New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
I opened my calculator to view my tour dates that I have coming up. That's what I was laughing about. December 1st through 5th, I will be at the House of Comedy in Bloomington, Minnesota. December 14th through 18th, I'll be at the House of Comedy in Vancouver, British Columbia. January 5th and 6th. That doesn't sound
just
right.
Realizing she has dates that she...
Got to be 5th through 8th or something. Well, the week of January 5th and 6th, I'll be at the House of Comedy in Phoenix. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I won't. January 20th and 21st, I'll be at 3E's Comedy Club in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And January 26th through 29th, I'll be at Zany's Comedy Club in Chicago, Illinois.
Those are all cold cities.
Yeah, well, I'm a baby headliner, and
That's what happens.
I'm doing great clubs the worst weeks.
Yeah, we'll go ham on them.
When the big comedians are like, I'll take a break. And then we have to be like, I'll take the crumbs.
I will take the crumbs.
I'll take the crumbs.
And I'll see you there.
See you at the crumbs. We love you.
Thanks for joining us. This has been Slobs.
Bye.
Follow the podcast at Slobspod.
Follow me at Lara Bites.
Follow me at Steph Tolev.
Follow me everywhere on the internet at JMS Comedy.